and welcome back to the Tea with Honey podcast. Hey, Mandy.
Hey, Teddy. How are we doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Guess what I did today?
What'd you do today?
I napped.
Oh, heck yeah.
I took a nap. I'm not
That's
a napper.
exciting. Like, how long?
1 hour. I napped when my daughter napped.
Okay.
And I'm not like a napper, but today I have migraines. Like, I know last week I did too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't shake these things.
Dude.
And I napped today and I feel so much better. I feel so much better. So I napped for like an hour.
Has it been like a lingering migraine like for the past week or?
Mm-hmm.
And so the nap today fixed it?
It fixed it.
Or is it still kind of lingering?
It's been in and out. So it comes and goes. But basically like every day at some point, I'm like, ow, my head hurts.
Are you drinking enough water?
Probably not. Probably not. I'm trying to like pay attention to caffeine intake, water, can't shake it. But I just, when I like take medication for it, my head just feels cloudy. But today was different because I got kind of scared actually. My vision started like blurring a little bit in one eye. I was talking to my husband and I was like, I can't see half of you.
Yeah, I feel like that's normal with migraines.
Yes. And it was staticky. It was almost like pixelated vision in like part of my vision. And I was like, wow, I can't see. So I laid down and then it wouldn't go away. And so that's what prompted taking a nap. I was like, I really need to go rest, like shut the blinds, go to bed. And I woke up and no more like pounding or throbbing in my temples, but the vision was better. So I have all my lights dim now. My computer screen is at like barely any brightness. So yeah, it's been a fun week of like battling them, but the nap worked wonders for me today.
That's great. And I struggle with naps because I have a really hard time falling asleep during a nap. Like I lay there and I just like lay. But if I'm tired enough that I do nap, sometimes I feel like I wake up and I'm foggier. Like I feel like I wake up and I go, what year is it?
Right. And you can't shake it off. You're like in that brain fog for the rest of the day.
And then it hangs with you until you go to bed. Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree. And that's why typically I would never lay down. And I'm so glad I did today. I always tell myself too, I'm like, I have stuff to do. I can't take the time to nap right now. But today was definitely a different story. But yeah, I usually wake up feeling worse or more tired. And then I'm like crankier for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So
you want to know what? I think, and I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast, but we talked about this just on FaceTime this week, is like the lack of air conditioning you have in your house. I don't know if we've talked about this, but I really, really feel like the heat and the lack of air you have in your house and like how miserable you've been and how hot you've been is probably playing a role in the headaches as well. Like I truly do. Like I feel like when I am really overly hot for an extended period of time, I feel like I get headaches.
Absolutely. It's been around like 84 in my house. So 84 is hot.
Miserable.
It's brutal. And so I don't know if I've told anyone this. I live in an older home. We don't have central air conditioning and our windows open like books. Is it a casement window? I don't know. They're old windows. They're original to the house. And so they open outwards, not up and down. So we can't do window units. And the house is just miserable. So we're talking to an HVAC guy about getting a full-blown AC unit installed and trying to like navigate that. But my house is just a mess right now. It's kind of a disaster. So luckily it rained a ton yesterday and it cooled off today, but we are about to get like a heat wave, and I'm talking a heat index of in the hundreds, like 104s.
It's weird that you say that because like as we're recording right now, I can like on my computer screen, the bottom like left-hand corner says hot days ahead.
Oh no, no, that is not what we want to hear right now.
Yeah.
No. I think from like Saturday through, so like after this episode comes out, the next 5 days following are supposed to be over 100 heat index here. So we're planning on like packing up and going to my parents' house for 5
really?
days straight. Because we're like, we can't stay here. I feel bad for my daughter. She wakes up super sweaty. I don't think she's sleeping as good. I don't sleep well. I need a big blanket. Like, I can't sleep unless I'm wrapped up.
Dude, of course.
It's
It's like,
terrible.
oh, just don't put blankets on or just put like a sheet on. I can't sleep with just a sheet on. I need the weight.
Right. Like, I really prefer the puffiest. It doesn't have to be like hot. I just need a big puffy blanket over me and like a comforter. I can't really sleep soundly unless I have a full-blown comforter on me.
Absolutely.
And right now, even sleeping with a sheet is like miserable. And no one wants to just sleep on their bed with nothing over them. And I have fans blowing on me. The windows are open, the overhead fans on, and it's not working. So we're going to go to my parents' house for a while and hope for the best. It's just going to be a long week.
Good. As you should. Absolutely. I'm so grateful that I have air conditioning.
I know.
Having, living in the South,
that would be a whole different story.
Not even.
That would be a different different ballpark for sure.
Totally. So like very grateful that I have air conditioning, but I do know, like, having grown up in Michigan too, my mom, I grew up in a house that was the house that I grew up in, like when I was a younger child, was probably about the same age as your house that you live in now. And we had the same type of windows where like we would push the windows like out instead of, up and down.
Yes.
So it was like a really old house. And it, my mom, before we even moved in, was like installing air conditioning. Like, right. I know my mom was like, absolutely not, like, we need air.
Yes, absolutely. Like, I told my husband today's weather was perfect. It was like 72, kind of breezy after the rain passed, and it was gorgeous. And I told him, I was like, listen, I think I am a air conditioning person. I don't know if that makes me like, I don't know, bratty or something, but like, I need air. I'm sorry, but like that's something that keeps me comfortable and keeps like quality of life for me. Personally.
Totally. And you want to know what? I think a lot of it comes to like if you grew up with air conditioning too. Like I grew up accustomed to air conditioning. Like if you grew up in a house where maybe you didn't have air conditioning and you got used to sleeping in the heat and it like reminds you of summer and it has like, you just got used to it. I feel like that's totally one thing. But then if you grew up in a house with air conditioning and you're just like used to something else, it's, more difficult for sure.
Right. And so let me preface this. It's cold here. Like in the winter, it gets freezing. And being in an old house, we have a boiler system. So it's all baseboard, like water boiled heat. And I prefer to be cold over hot. I don't do good in heat. Like I am not a pleasant person when I'm overheating, and that happens pretty quick. So in the winter, we barely used our heat. And I know that sounds wild, but like we would keep our house at like 60 something in the winter. And I'm just like, I'll put on a sweatshirt and pants. I'm totally fine. But like, I'd rather be frozen in my house than warm. So the fact that we went all winter, like purple in the hands because we were so cold, to now sweating our tushies off, it's like, I wasn't ready for that. Like balance, heat. Yeah. Right. Exactly. So, it's been interesting. Hopefully the HVAC guy can like come out. They gave us a quote fast, and it sounds like you can install a whole HVAC unit in a attic for us because we have a sprawling ranch. So we only need it on one floor. They can just throw it through the attic. So it'd be easy, not as expensive because we don't have to hook it up to the basement. And I'm like, okay, all right. So like, how soon can you do this? Let's talk. Right. So
what'd they say?
We'll see, because they were like, well, there's a heat wave coming, so we're expecting some busy times, so maybe after that. And I'm like, all right, you're like, copy that. And I'm like,
get me through the heat wave.
I really wish.
And
you
I'm
could.
Sure it's not cheap. I'm sure it's
no.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a pretty penny. So we'll have to see if we can do it this summer. But you know what? It's okay. You've
got parents to go to. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Lucky
and I can sleep in the basement or something. The basement's cold, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was something. Go ahead.
Go for it. I was just going to say, like last year when we went through the hurricane and living in the Southeast, had no power, obviously no air conditioning. And we also didn't have screens on our windows. So we really couldn't like leave the windows open or else like a ton of bugs would come in. So like that was miserable. Like no fans, no airflow. It was so hot.
No.
And so it just reminds me of that. It was like the worst. So
that is actually awful.
I definitely empathize with you here.
Holy cow. At least I have like a basement. My basement is a steady like 70 degrees no matter what. And so
yeah, that's nice.
I escape down here as much as I can.
I'd be sleeping in the basement.
So I would, but I've seen some gnarly spiders down here. And so I can't get myself to sleep down here. I can't do it. It scares me. I've seen too many like spiders that literally leave me shaking. They're so big. So I cannot sleep down here. No chance. And there's been a lot of times where I'm sitting on the couch and like a spider comes running across the couch. So no way am I ever gonna. That's the night where, you know how you swallow spiders in your sleep apparently?
Yeah.
I know that would be the night I'm swallowing my year's worth of spiders.
Year's worth, for sure.
No, thank you. A lifetime's worth. So I can't mess with that. But okay, so speaking of staying at my parents' house, I have to tell you about my weekend there because they were out of town, and I mean across the pond out of town, very far away. And my brother and I stayed there with like all of our kids, and my brother invited a bunch of friends over and had a party at my parents' house. And let me tell you, throwing a party while your parents are out of town with a bunch of children was more stressful than throwing a party with your parents out of town and having your teenage friends over. It was bananas. Absolute chaos. Okay. We had 7 children, like ages 3, my daughter being the youngest, so 3 to 9, 7 children. And these kids were buck wild. Okay. Do you remember that show on MTV?
Oh, yeah.
This felt like that show, like reincarnated in my parents' basement and backyard. These kids all grow up in like farmland, okay? And they don't have many rules. They're just, well, they have rules. They're good kids, okay? But they are just outside all the time, getting up to like whatever they want. And it's fun. It's great. But when they're at my parents' house, it's like, it's a little different there. Maybe we don't want to act as wild, you know?
Right.
My nephew and the other, like one of my brother's friends' kids were having a dart competition in the basement. My parents have a dart board. And it was a competition of how fast can we throw darts at the wall? And they don't have very good aim, okay? These kids are like 8 years old, 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of holes in the wall, and they're not like pointy darts, they're magnetic darts, so they have like maybe a half inch
holes in the wall.
Oh, those are some big holes.
Oh, no.
Big holes. And I'm the only parent in the room. All the other parents were outside in the pool swimming. I'm the only parent in a basement full of 7 children. And none are mine.
Neither of them are your kids.
No. And so what do? Pretend I don't see it. Ran up the stairs and I said, nope, I'm not dealing with that. No chance. And I said, that is not my problem. So I ran away. And when I came back down, the oldest is a girl who I met her when she was like 4, and she is sassy. She's sassy as all heck, okay? And when I walked back into the basement, I heard her talking to the boys, and she was like, listen, Pokemon cards are literally a piece of paper worth like 50 cents. And I said, oh no, she did not just say that. And so I strutted on over and I said, not if you get a good one, which I have, then it's worth a lot more than 50 cents.
You're fighting with a 9-year-old.
Swear I argued a 9-year-old. But then this girl, I kind of did like a little finger snap to like a, no, you didn't.
Right, like sassily and like jokingly,
right.
But yeah.
And then she looked at me and she goes, okay. And she mocked my facial expression and snap of my fingers. And I was like, oh no. I was like, I can't do this. And so I just walked out of the basement. I just walked away.
I could just see it though, because like you probably wanted to snap back so hard.
So hard. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, these are my brother's friends' kids. I can't do that. And so I just left. I walked out of the basement, but I was mad. Like I don't know. I was so uncomfortable.
Dude, no, I know your temper, and I know that like if you got like sass like that and snapped at like that, like a physical snap of the fingers, you would go ballistic. So I am very very proud that you held it together and walked away.
And the way that it just sat in my head for like 30 minutes after it happened, and I was just like in a zone of like, did that really just like, did that conversation just happen? Am I really hung up on like a 9-year-old snapping at me right now? Because I really am.
Did I just get in a fight with a 9-year-old over Pokemon cards?
Seriously. Like, not me just backing up myself and like literally saying, I definitely have one's worth more than 50 cents. Okay. Oh my gosh. It was.
I definitely have one more than 50 cents. Listen, you're defending whatever kids she was talking to that were obviously excited about Pokemon cards.
My nephews, my 2 nephews.
Yeah. You were like defending them and showing them that, hey, don't let anyone devalue your interests.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was a moment. Okay. So the one other thing that happened at my parents' house. So my other nephew, who's like youngest, he's 4, he, his stomach reacts a little bit when he swims in their pool because he swallows the water no matter how much we tell him not to.
Solid.
So he gets like the runs a little bit. Okay. And as I mentioned, these boys kind of grow up in the middle of nowhere, farmland, buck wild. They go to the bathroom outside. They do whatever outside. They live outside. It's great. They don't live outside, but you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And so at my parents' house, they just, if they have to go to the bathroom, they just go in the bushes of the pool area. Okay. My parents can't stand it. My parents can't stand it, but they weren't there. So, you know, they got to go. They just go right there and it is what it is.
And they're pooping in the bushes?
So, okay. If they're pooping, they go to the bathroom.
Okay.
But here's the problem. Sweet boy chugged a lot of the pool water. And so as he's going to the bathroom, standing right around all of us, he just starts going number 2 all over the pool deck. Oh. And my brother wasn't watching. And so my 2 dogs were there and they just bolt at it to go eat it. No. I'm screaming and running over, got my 2 70-pound dogs yanking at me to get it. And
trying to get this poop.
And so that startles my nephew. So he turns around, steps in it, and then starts crying. And then he's also peeing at the same time. So there's pee all over my dogs, all over everything. And then he starts walking away. So step, 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 squish, 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 poop all over the everywhere. Pool. And then he goes over to the steps, sits his tushy down on the steps, poop all over the stairs. Who's coming down now? My brother, not looking at the stairs and the steps, going right on down to go get him. It's everywhere. It is all over the place. Luckily, there are hoses, but when that happens in front of 7 other children, it's like the talk of the town, hilarious, right? Everyone's cracking up. Everyone's like thinking this is so funny. Poor guy gets super embarrassed.
Such a traumatizing moment.
Right? So this weekend at my parents' house was also sponsored by Pepto-Bismol because poor boy needed some help with his little bubble guts. So it was kind of a nightmare. It sounds
like a terror.
It was 7 children. They also brought their dogs. I had my dogs, my parents' dogs, my brother's friends brought their dog. So it was a hoot. And I actually chose to go back to my hot house to sleep because I was like, I'm not sleeping here. I cannot sleep here. I left everyone there. I took my daughter. I took my 1 dog and I said, I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. And I went home because I needed some peace and quiet.
I don't blame you.
That was my weekend.
Listen, a very different weekend than what I had.
I was going to say, and you texted me the night before and asked if I'd gone to like a Brazilian steakhouse. And I was like, you know what? No, but I am cleaning the poop deck literally right now. So tell me a little bit about yours. How was it? Tell me about your weekend.
It was good. Yeah. So I last week had like a busy week of streamed Friday. And then last Friday night, we were like trying to figure out what we wanted to do for dinner. And Mr. Teddy was like, let's go out. And he was like, I kind of want to try that like Brazilian steakhouse because like we have one at our mall. And so I was like, ooh, okay, I've never been to one before. And he was like, yeah, me neither. So we looked it up and like the prices were kind of expensive. Like it wasn't cheap. Mm-hmm. But I was like, okay, like might as well. Like we're already on the way there because like we didn't look at the menu until we were already driving there. So we were like, whatever, we'll just go. It was so good. I, of course, got a dirty martini, chilled, had such like a good fun, like dirty martini, chill, had pineapple and all the appetizers and charcuterie and Parmesan and then like filet mignon, like slices of filet mignon, obviously. Mm-hmm. No, it was so good. So I pleasantly surprised.
Were you? Okay, good. Now, was it one of those places like I've only been to a Brazilian steakhouse once, and they walked around to the table with like sticks of meat. Is that how this was?
Exactly.
And they would ask if you wanted it.
Yep. There was like a giant buffet that had what are those scallop potatoes?
Ooh, those are
it was
so good. Okay.
They had like scallop potatoes and roasted mushrooms and like risotto and like a whole bunch of food up on like the hot bar. And then they had like a giant, and when I say giant, I mean giant, like chilled buffet bar that had fruit and olive and salads and cheese and meats and like salamis and stuff, like this massive. So it was like basically what you had to do was like get a plate, go up there, fill it all up with any of the sides you want.
Yeah.
And then there were like servers who would walk around with like a giant skewer of meat to your table and say, would you like any bacon wrapped chicken? And then they would like give you like a small bite of it. Like it'd be like 3 bites worth.
It's like yes, 2 like cuts worth.
Yes, like tiny.
Right.
And then like the next guy would come around and would be like, would you like some lamb? And then would you like some filet mignon? Would you like some spicy filet mignon? And so it was like a bunch of different meats that they would come around with.
Yep.
And so it was exactly that. And then like so like they would give you like a couple bites of meat, and then everything else you would eat, you just like you could go back up to the buffet bar as many times as you wanted.
For sure. Was your favorite the filet?
Totally.
So yummy.
It was so good.
Did you have really bad meat sweats after?
You know what? Okay, so I texted you and I said that. I said that I was at the Brazilian steakhouse and you were like, oh my God, enjoy the meat sweats later. I don't know if I have ever gotten the meat sweats in my life.
You know, I don't know if I ever like physically have necessarily. I think I more so get like my fingers get puffy from the sodium from all of it. But like that's always my first reaction. That's like when we went, my husband was like, oh, I'm going to have the meat sweats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know if they actually happen.
Yeah, I've heard the term meat sweats so many times. And you said that and I was like, am I supposed to like sweat? Like I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't know. Like maybe it's like because your body has like a harder time digesting it or something. I'm not really sure.
It says meat sweats refer to a response characterized by sweating after consuming a large quantity of meat or protein-rich foods. So it's when you're digesting the protein. But I guess what's interesting is like, since they're walking around giving you a couple slices, it's not like you're eating 10 steaks, right?
No,
like you're not overdoing it. You're just eating a couple bites at a time.
Correct.
And if you think about it, it is honestly a good technique of them to have the sides in a buffet because you're kind of filling up on like sides and enjoying like small
instead
plates.
Of the expensive meat. Totally.
Exactly. So that is interesting.
It's a good business model.
100%. Well, that is so much fun. That's like a really good experience place.
Yeah, it was really fun. So I was really glad we did that. And then we just had a fun weekend. Like over the course of the weekend, we tried a few restaurants that like we had never been to before. We went to this like fun hot dog place. And then we went to this fun deli that I had never been to. So it was just kind of like a fun little, I don't know. We just like really stepped out of our regular routine.
Like the usual.
And did some fun new stuff. So that was a really fun... It was like a fun, exploratory, like went to a couple different places over the weekend.
That's
food-wise.
So great.
I did like a little purge of the bedroom. Like I feel like my bedroom has just like here's my thing. I get so stocked up with books. I throw books in the bedroom, like in my little corner nook, and I stack them up. Like if I grab a book that I want to read, I'll throw it on the nook right there. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to read it. And then I ended up with like, I probably have 40 books.
Like across from the couch, right? On that little table.
Correct. On like a little table, not on my bookshelf. But like I had like a stack of like 40 books. I was like, dude, I need to clear these out. Like I need to put these with the rest of my books, which are just shoved into a closet, but like whatever. At least they'll declutter.
Right.
So I had like a good Sunday last week where I like decluttered, got things kind of put away, and just I didn't really even do cleaning. Like I didn't purge anything. Like I didn't really get rid of anything, but I kind of just put things where they should go.
Like organized?
Organized, I guess. And it made me feel so much better. So,
good.
And then I did laundry and I did my sheets and, got like nice and reset for the week, which was good. And then leading into this week, we had Mr. Teddy's birthday.
Oh yeah. That was
so
what day is it? That was yesterday.
That was yesterday because we're recording Thursday. Yeah. So his
Mhm.
birthday was on Wednesday. So that was fun. I, ended stream and I went and got cupcakes and I got him a couple little gifts. And then we did a fun little like Minecraft surprise for him last night.
Yes.
And a lot of our community members like got together and jumped out of like a Minecraft cake and we got to like run around. It was so much fun. So we had his birthday yesterday and he's not a big like, he's like the least birthday interested person I think I've ever met. Something that we always do for his birthday, and it's kind of like become tradition, is this like low country boil.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we have a ton of people come. Like on his 30th birthday a couple of years ago, we had like a ton of friends come down and family come down, and we did like a big low country boil in the backyard. And then like the past couple of years, we've just done it a little bit smaller. So we're going to do that this upcoming weekend, just the two of us. So it's not going to be like a ton of food. We're not going to do like a giant thing, but we're going to get a low country boil and do that for him this weekend. So that'll be fun. A little bit of planning. And we got to do some seafood shopping. But he said he wants crawdads.
I don't know what that is.
Crawdaddy.
I've never even heard of that.
Crayfish?
Crawdads?
Crayfish?
I've heard of crawfish, and those were the things that I would catch, like in a pond or something with a net.
They're the same thing. Those little like, they're like, am I saying them right? Is that what it is? Crayfish? Like crawfish.
I think it's a crawfish.
Yeah, it's a crawfish.
I don't know if you can say it both ways or not. Crawfish.
I think you can say it however you want.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fish person.
It's crawfish. But yeah.
Wait, I'm seeing crayfish now though. Wikipedia says crayfish. So I think both.
Crawfish versus crayfish. Same freshwater crustacean, small lobster-like animal.
Interesting.
Anyway, I have never had one before. I know that my husband has and he enjoys them, but he wants these in his like boil and I don't know how to do it. So it's going to be I can send this out.
In my Google search right here, the video that came up is a Louisiana boiled crawfish and how to make it. And this looks real nice. They're dicing up potatoes and this looks good. Yeah, we typically do like shrimp, like crab legs. We typically do shrimp, crab legs, and then like potato corn sausage. So I think we're going to do like all of that, but then just like see if we can find some crawfish. So that sounds okay. It honestly, for me, I'm sorry, it doesn't sound good just because I'm not a fish person. What I am jealous of, crab legs.
Totally.
Crab legs. I'm so jealous of that.
Well, and you like corn and potatoes and sausage. It's literally just the like shrimp that you don't like.
Yeah.
Well,
it's the fish
maybe
part.
The crayfish. Yeah.
That's it. But otherwise, it sounds delightful. And I think it's just a fun like thing to do. You know, like, isn't it one of those things you pour it out on a table on like the red checkered placemat or whatever it is? See, it's just a fun experience. I love a good experience.
Yeah, like a big old plastic tablecloth and then you just like chuck it when you're done. Yeah.
Yep. One day I will join for that because I think it would be a fun thing to try. But I'm glad. I think that's a fun little tradition you guys have.
Yeah.
And I always think of his birth. Like when I think of his birthday, I think of that. Your little boil that you do. Cute. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you guys had a fun week and I'm glad he had a good birthday. I'm jealous of the cupcakes. I was at Costco yesterday and I saw the cakes and I looked at my husband and I said, can we get a cake? I really just want some cake right now. And he's like, no, you can't have a cake. We're not getting a whole Costco cake. I was like, why not? I'll eat it. But
I'll eat it.
I would. 100%.
It won't go to waste.
I seriously would. Okay. So listen.
I'm listening.
I saw that this is something that you were going to bring up. And I'm bringing it up because I also just looked at the clock and Popmart.
Yeah.
And the app updates.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of changes.
Yeah. This isn't even like specifically Labubu. So for anyone who like mutes during Labubu chat or skips ahead, this isn't even just Labubu. Okay. It's Popmart.
Like we don't even have to say Labubu if we don't want to.
Labubu.
We're going to say it, but we wouldn't have to. This applies to all of them.
Correct.
Okay. So I guess I do have to start with Labubu because they changed it to only being able to purchase in-app now, correct?
It's wild. Yeah.
It's what is wild to me is that they upped the price of Labubus overnight. They just said, we're going to increase this by a lot. Like not just a little. Some of the Labubu prices went up $10 for a single one. That's
do you know
bananas.
which ones? Because I haven't bought any in a couple of weeks. Like,
okay,
I put myself on like a Popmart spending freeze.
Yeah.
Probably about 2 weeks ago, and I haven't bought anything. So
Good.
I knew about these app changes. I did briefly hear about the price changes, but I didn't look into them, so I don't really know. So like,
Okay.
what changed?
So listen, first and foremost, you and I both like went pretty hard on these things. Well, you went hard on these things and then got me into it. And I just want to say I'm glad we did when we did. Like that was 100%. Good.
Yeah.
Because now Popmart has it implemented where you can't buy more than 6 of each set. So like if you have previously bought 6 Labubus on your account, you can't buy any more forever unless you make another account. So we already can't buy them. So like the fact that we bought them before any price increases is great. But people were annoyed about that because then if there's a pop now, you literally can't participate. You can add them into your cart and like hold them, but you can't buy them. It won't let you. So the price increases, Big Into Energy have always been like $27.99, and the Have a Seats and Macaroons are $21, I think. And overnight, like without warning, all of them are now $27.99. Every single one. Isn't that wild?
Big Into Energy stayed.
Big Into Energy stayed the same, but now Labubus all across the board are more expensive.
Like $21.99, I round down to $20.
Me too.
$27.99, I round up to $30.
To $30, exactly.
And that's a big difference. 20 versus 30. Like, correct. I know it's 21, 27, whatever. But like, I round down to 20 and I round up to 30. So like, that's gonna change. Like, that's gonna change how much I'm buying.
Exactly. And so I'm also not good at mental math, but like, hear me out. So if you think about it, 21 divided by 3 is $7, right? Let's do the math together. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So they increased it from 21 to 28. That's 1/3 of the price that they just raised it. So how much of a percent is that? 300%? I don't know. It's not 300%.
No,
30%, 70%. You know what I'm trying to say?
Like, yeah. But I've never understood that. They'll be like, "Oh, it's this percent of a raise. It was increased by 150%." And I'm like, "Wait, what is that? Like by double? What?"
Right. I know that if it was 100% increase, I feel like that would have doubled the price. I don't know. I was never good at percentages and fractions. So regardless, it was like a pretty astronomical increase if you ask me. And yes, it does change purchasing decisions.
Absolutely.
So
I can convince myself to spend $20. I can't convince myself to spend 30 as easily.
Well, because think about shipping. That adds another $5. And like if it's $20 and you're adding $5, you're still seeing the 2. You're not seeing the 30s. When you're buying something that's $30 after taxes and shipping, you're almost at $40.
Right.
And that's where it gets tricky. So that's been tough. The other app updates, they made it like exclusively available through the app. So the way people were buying these over the past few weeks was using the URL method where you could literally enter the URL numbers and like find a box, like use the specific URL of a box that hasn't been bought yet to like get a full set, right? And so that's the way that we've been able to find them, right? Like a lot of people have been using this to kind of beat the bots who are going for all the new ones, like just clicking through the links. That was the way that people who aren't bots could get these things. And now they're making it an app-only purchase, so there's no URL. So no one can like click through. You know what I mean?
Right. Which seems like, it's like, okay, so just giving it to the bots.
Exactly. And I don't know. I've seen both sides of like, it's better, it's worse. Yeah. I don't know. I truly don't understand how bots do it because I also don't understand like the coding side of things.
Correct.
I just spam click until I get banned. I don't know. It's interesting. What I see people are upset about is the fact that there's no communication. Like we're not hearing about it from Popmart. We're just like seeing it. They're not posting about it. They're not warning us. They're not emailing us about anything.
It's not like there's no like transparency. It's not like,
correct.
Hey, to help alleviate some of the issues that people are running into with bots, we're going to do this. It's
correct.
Just happens. Deal with it.
Right. Like we're just doing it. And I mean, I don't know. I also have seen some issues with like the other night when people were buying through the app and they went to check out, randomly other people's information would pop up. So like their full address, their credit card information. And so they're urging anyone to, or like internally people are saying like, oh, you might want to check your credit card statements. But again, we haven't heard from Popmart at all. And I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they have been around. Like there's a full-blown amusement park, Popland, and like they've been around. It's not like this is a new organization. I don't know if maybe they can't, like their infrastructure or online infrastructure can't handle the surge in like what's happening.
Right.
And like their developers are swamped. Like maybe they need to hire some additional like infrastructure support or app development. But like, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe prioritize that so people can like be safe and like be able to get what they want.
Right.
Rather than focusing on releasing something new every week. I don't know. I'm curious to see what they do.
Yeah. I would rather security and accessibility over new and shiny.
New product. Mm-hmm. Right. Absolutely. But that's been what's happening. I didn't know until like last week that there was in fact a like Disney World for Popmart. Did you know about this?
I did. I think I probably told you a few weeks ago and you probably didn't hear me or read my message. But I have sent you videos, I think. Like I have sent you some TikToks from there.
I've seen a TikTok, yes.
And it's like where the characters dress up. What's interesting is that it's like you said, Popland. Is that what it's called?
It's called Popland.
And it's like not just Labubu's, but it's like all of Popmart's like, I guess, franchises or like IPs where they have like characters and like themed areas based off of all of their like IPs of the stuff that they sell, which is wild.
You're right. It's like a theme park, they call it. So it's a Popmart theme park, and they have a travel and like collect stamp. Think of like Animal Crossing when you did the stamp rally. You basically travel through all the places.
Have so much fun.
Right. And so they have a castle. I think it's like Molly's. So Molly is one of their IPs. It's a castle with themed food. So think like really fun stuff, Labubu themed cakes, right? There's a yacht ride you can go on. There's merch and like carnival games. I wouldn't say roller coasters. There's no rides like that, but there's games you can play. And a museum within the park that shows every secret ever invented and like all the secrets to all the sets. And it just looks really cool. I went to Google it because I wanted to learn more about it. And Google, instead of bringing me to Popland, it said, "Did you mean Poland?" And I said, no, I meant Popland.
I did not mean Poland.
It's like, I know what Poland is. Thank you. I meant Popland. And so I think it'd be a cool place to visit. It's in Beijing, and I just think that'd be cool. So like they have a full-blown amusement park. You would think their app could withstand like this surge.
You would think. Yeah.
Like want. I don't know. That's the Popmart drama this week. I wanted to bring it up because we're recording this on a Thursday, and Thursdays are their notorious like drop days and restock days. So I'm going to be ready for them.
I am too. I think the only thing what are you shopping for? If you can get something, what are you trying to get tonight?
So I have a full-blown cart right now.
No, you do not. What's in your cart?
So I'm pulling it up right now. My app. They have updated membership benefits. They actually have a new update out that I'm just saying. I don't know what it is. And it says to provide you with a better user experience.
Oh, wait. I just saw that too.
So maybe we have some good lifestyle improvements here. We'll have to let you know.
Yeah, I'm updating my app right now too.
Are you? Okay. So I have my shopping bag behind this update pop-up. So I have a single box of Big Into Energy, a single box of macaroon, and a full box of Big Into Energy that's been there for a month. But they've been randomly restocking just like the single boxes and full sets. So whenever I can add them to my cart, I do, and then I'll remove them because I don't think those have a limit. I think the limit's on Pop Now purchases. So I just want to I'm kind of craving, and I don't know why I was thinking this earlier today. I just want like a blind box that I open and I don't know what's inside. And I kind of want it to be like a macaroon or a Big Into Energy. Like I just want a good old fashioned opening. Of a
without
Labubu.
Knowing. Do you know, are there any that you don't have that you want still?
Not really. That's a thing. So like the Big Into Energy, I don't really like them if I'm being so honest. I have the two that I like, so I don't know why I would buy any. Like it's just
And do you have happiness and what?
I got happiness that's in the mail, and then I have loyalty.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
those are the two that I like. I guess luck would be fun to get, but like I don't need it. Like I really don't need it. So there's nothing that I'm necessarily excited for. I did buy more of those pucky bubble up guys. Those have been my favorites, and I want more. Like I want to get the whole set of those.
You've convinced me that
I
want. You've convinced me that I want one of those, and so
they're so cute.
If you can manage to get any tonight, I'll try to. But if you get any, let me know.
So I got 2 pucky bubble ups last night, but they were just normal restock, so I don't know what they are. So they ship today, and hopefully they'll be here soon. But these ones are so fun because they blow up. Listen, I'm going to put it up to my mic. Hang on so everyone can hear the blow up. So it's this little cute ball, and it looks like it's blowing a piece of bubble gum. But listen, tell me if you can hear this. Did you hear that? Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
So it's like a stress ball. I've heard they can pop those, so you got to be careful. But like, come on, that's so fun.
Yeah.
So they have a pop now for them. I've never seen it active. However, have you seen the Pucky Forest Friends set?
No.
Okay, so look that up while you're on the app. It's Pucky, which is
it
just
Forest Party?
Yeah, Forest Party, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
They're cute as heck, and they just added a Pop Now last night. They never had a Pop Now for it, and it wasn't live. It was out of stock, but they added it as a Pop Now option. So I'm wondering if that'll happen tonight. And there's a couple that I really like. So
yeah, I'm guessing flower.
Yes, that's my number one.
I'm guessing mushroom.
Yep.
And then I don't know if you like birdie or butterfly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I knew you wouldn't like leaf or tree.
Nope. Exactly.
And then I think you'd like unicorn, which is the secret.
Exactly. So that set is cute. And I actually snagged one on Amazon, but that won't come for a while. But I got it normal price on Popmart's Amazon. So that's my Popmart update. I don't need the boo-boo, but I just want to open a blind box. You know?
I don't blame you. Well, you'll have that Pucky one coming because you don't know what this is, the Forest Party.
Right.
Yeah, I think my struggle with the Labubu's right now is that like the only one that I like really, there are 2 big into energies I would like. I would like luck, and if I could get the secret, that'd be awesome, but I'm not going to chase the secret because that's a long shot. So like I have a hard time wanting to buy any when there's only 2 that like it's like it's not worth it, you know?
Exactly.
So I'm struggling with that. I do want to get a Pucky, so I think tonight if I can, that I'll try to do that potentially.
Absolutely. I think they're really cute, and like they're all, what I like about the Puckies is like there's not like a bad one necessarily. Like they're all kind of the same. So there's not like I really don't want this one.
No, I have favorites, but I like all of them.
Totally agree. So that's why I'm like, I can justify this. However, I will say I have not been to the vending machine. I haven't gone in person and spent time doing that lately. And it's taken a lot of like telling myself in my head, do not do it. Don't waste your time. Don't go sit there. You have other things to do. Yes. So I'm like, no, we're not doing it. But that's my Popmart update for the week.
No, I love it. I think that's I'm interested. We'll have to chat next week on how like what the follow-up is and how things go, because
I know I'm gonna open them up just so we have them in front of us in case they like drop early.
Oh, I know. I have it on my phone.
We're back to the craze. I'm like typing in. I was typing in the search bar trying to type in Pucky, and I typed in Popmart, so I got really confused when I didn't know what was coming up. But those are only $15, so like to me that's a better deal.
The Pucky,
the little bubble guys, they're $15. So I'm like, oh, that's like 2 Labubu's.
They haven't reached the hype yet. Yeah,
right. So outside of Labubu, I've been going a little bit crazy with the Popmart stuff lately, and I need to kind of stop.
That's okay. I have been bothering you about this for the past like week probably, but I am going crazy with Love Island.
You have been. You've texted me and sent me videos. You've said you need to watch it. I feel like I have to.
I feel like you have to. I don't know. Like, you definitely don't like reality TV the same way I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sucker for reality TV. Like, it
Right.
is my guilty pleasure. It is my kryptonite. Like, I love reality TV.
And
But
I feel like you always have, like, even I always love that you and your mom always watch shows together, and like Big Brother, and you've introduced me to like Below Deck. Those are reality, right?
Yeah. Below Deck's
Yes.
reality TV. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, yeah, Below Deck is one that I loved. And my mom and I always would watch Survivor, Amazing Race, Big
Mhm.
Brother together. Like all of the CBS reality shows we would always watch together.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm like a big reality TV girl. So
Mhm.
this season of Love Island US is really good. I'm watching both the US and the UK. The UK, in my opinion, is always better. Like I really feel like the UK is like almost always better than the US.
Okay.
It always is. This season, there are a few cast members on the US cast that have just like hooked me. And I wouldn't say in a great way,
Okay.
but have angered me. And it has sucked me in. So I do have some
like
favorites.
they entertain you and like
Entertaining.
keep you interested in what's going to
Yes.
happen with them. Okay.
Correct. And I like feel joy and I feel anger and I feel disgust all in one episode. So tonight we are getting a new episode of Love Island. And I will tell you, so it doesn't air on TV. Like it doesn't like air.
Okay.
So it just, they drop the episodes on the app, on the Peacock app or on the Peacock website, whatever, at 9 p.m. Eastern on like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I think.
Got it.
So
Okay.
Wednesday is like the only day of the week that we don't get one. And so last night I felt like I was losing it. I was like, what do you mean? Like Tuesday night, I was like, what do you mean I have to wait until Thursday? So I will say I am loving Love Island and I think you need to watch it. That has been like my entire TikTok feed has entirely been taken over by Love Island.
Okay.
And I like it. I feel like I'm a part of something because I feel like so many people are watching this that like because it's all I see on TikTok and it's like all I'm seeing on all social media is like I feel like we're all in this together.
Right. You're a part of it.
It feels like everybody escaping into this and then we're all like, what? And like collectively angry and happy and confused together. And so I really like it. So I think you would enjoy it.
I think I should try it. So can you explain to me, like, what is the premise of Love Island? Like, I know that there's a winner, but how does that happen?
Yeah. So it's like couples. So they send in, typically it's an odd number of boys and girls. Like they're not even, they don't match up. So it's like so many girls and so many boys. And like right at the beginning, there's like an even number of boys, even number of girls, and they all pair up. And
so they don't know each other going into
correct.
it.
Nope. It's complete strangers. And so the like premise is to like fall in love. The premise is to like find love and to like get a relationship. Like all of these people go in there single and ready to
mingle.
like from what they're saying is we're ready for a relationship. And most people get on and they're like, I'm ready for a real relationship. Like I haven't had anything serious in so long. And or I have just been like, you know, talking to people and not doing anything serious, or I got out of a serious relationship and like, I'm ready to be married now or whatever. So it's all these people coming in with like the intent of like being in a serious relationship.
Okay.
And so they pair up, they get in, they pair them up somehow. Usually like at the very beginning, it's kind of random how they pair up. And then what happens is that every week, and I don't even know the like cadence or how often this happens. Sometimes it happens, to me, it seems like it happens more often than, I don't really understand the cadence, but like every so often, every few episodes, there's something called a recoupling. So they have to choose like who they want to couple up with. So some couples are like, I really liked who I've paired with from the beginning. And like, oh, I'm going to stick with them because I really like, I'm liking them. We're making out a lot or like things are really going well, like whatever. And then other people, pair up with different people. And throughout the course of the entire season, you get like a slow dribble of new people coming in. And as new people come in, there's like lopsided girls versus boys. And then like if somebody picks the new person who comes in, then like somebody's getting kicked out. So they
if
always
you're not
like
coupled up, you get booted.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
And sometimes, yeah. So it's kind of, it's just funny. because there's so much drama, because it's like some people are there and having fun and like having like, you know, they're like in a kind of lighthearted relationship and they kind of like float through. And then there's other people who are like, we're getting married. And like, it's just funny to me. So then they have like competitions and they all have to like sleep in bed together. And so they all like, you have to sleep in a bed. They sleep in a bed with a couple. No, not all of them, but they have like queen size beds and they sleep with who they're coupled up with. So everyone like if you are in a couple, you have to share your bed with that couple. Like those two share they share a bed. So, and then they have competitions where it's like, you know, kiss the person you would want to be coupled up with if you weren't coupled up with your current partner. And it's like juicy like that. It's like drama. Like they stir stuff up and it's like, kiss the villager that you think would be villager. I keep calling them villagers. Kiss the villager.
I was about to, jeez.
Kiss the islander that you think would be like best in bed. And
this is like, not.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It's that's like not a fun game.
Stuff.
And you have to?
Yes. And it like causes, it's like, if somebody that like isn't in your couple and it's like, so they try to like play these games that get people to like maybe explore something with someone else. And they're like, wow, that was a really good kiss with so-and-so. Like I might actually be interested in like getting to know them a little bit. And then obviously the person they were partnered with gets like super jealous. And so it's just so much drama. And
well, yeah, I kind of see why.
I know. But you also have to remember that like, they are on a reality TV show and they are like, they've only known each other for like a week and they're like bawling because the person that they're coupled up with that they met last week kissed somebody else.
I mean, listen, I feel like I'd be problematic.
I
get it.
You want to know what? I think you would be problematic too. I really do. Like, I love you. I choose you as my best friend. Like, obviously, like, I've accepted that. But I like watch it and I go, dude, Mandi would not be good.
No, I would probably throw some fits.
Yes. I think you would be like really entertaining on the show because I think you would be like
nuts.
Very dramatic, yes.
Yeah, if I'm coupled with someone and they were like, oh, you should go kiss someone, you want to be in a couple, I'd be like, absolutely not. No chance. Or do it, I dare you. Let's see what happens. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think you should watch it. But like, I think that's what would make it like fun for you to like watch as well, is to see, you know, how different people kind of approach their couples. Like, that's fine. Like, as long as you're like, some people are like, that's fine. Like, absolutely. Like, that's okay that you kiss them, get to know them. As long as you're like communicative to me and you like, let me know what's going on. Like, I'm totally fine. And then other people are like, you looked at her. Why did you look at her? Why did you make eye contact? And so it's so funny. Just the different, like the like polarity and like the responses. So
my gosh, I want to sit here and be like, oh yeah, like go chit chat. That's totally cool. Like, you go do your thing, whatever. No,
yeah, I think you would be really bad.
Wow,
I'm not saying,
okay, I should try it.
I'm not saying that I would be good because I don't think like, I don't particularly think I'd be like super comfortable or great on the show, because I think you know, if there was someone I was really interested in and like felt like we were kind of moving in a really good direction and they kissed somebody else and said, I want to get to know them, I'd be kind of hurt too. Like,
you would
I'd
not be
like,
happy. Yeah.
No, of course I would not. But I do think you would handle it probably a little bit harder than I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. Okay. I didn't know how like the whole show worked or how you were supposed to win. So that's very interesting.
Yeah. And so basically like you stay in a couple as long as you can. And so a couple wins. And so
got it.
Like, it's a couple who wins. And at the end, like America or the UK, whoever, you know, whatever season it is, wherever it is, they vote for the winner. So like, if you're in the US, you get to vote for the winner. So like, obviously you've watched the whole season. And what's interesting is the show is filmed like in real time. So like the episodes and like the stuff that we are seeing literally happened like 2 days ago. So they like record it, edit it the next day and put it out the next day. Like, it's like incredibly quick turnaround. So all of this stuff is happening like in real time.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I think I should try to watch it. I literally just got access to Peacock like yesterday. So we upped our internet. So I think that's a sign that I should just try it, just to watch it. Wow. Okay, so Love Island.
That is so
gonna
funny
give it a watch.
that you were like, I don't think I'd be good. Because I literally was thinking about it like this week. And I was like, you know what? Mandy would be not good on this show.
No one would want to see me on that show. I would probably be kicked off fast.
I don't think you'd be kicked off. You would be good TV.
I'd be good TV, so I guess maybe I would win.
I
can be really sweet.
No,
I can be really sweet though.
You would not win.
Just blatantly.
You're not winning. You're not winning
but
that.
Like,
I'm
a
setting
lover.
your expectations here.
What if here's the thing. What if you were paired with someone who was just like you and you were both like, I'm trying to justify this. Like, super
you both had like
gung-ho about each other.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, we're in this together. No one's doing any of that. You want to kiss him? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? Like, what if we were both super stubborn?
America would have to like you guys, because I think that's
likable. Maybe
in this, I'm gonna spoil a little bit for you, but there was a couple in this, in this season that you're about to watch, and like they were head over heels for each other. Like they were committed. Like he liked her, she liked him. Like they're head over heels. And because of like the toxicity of their relationship, in terms of like, don't kiss her, like because of the toxicity, and neither party was perfect, America split them up. They were like, I can't take this couple. So like, it doesn't matter if they are both giving the same energy and like enjoying that same like wild energy.
Yeah.
If America doesn't like you, like they can split you up, and they aren't going to vote you to win.
Interesting. Has anyone ever won who was like coupled up first and they were just like super into each other and just like lasted the whole show and people liked them?
I think so. I don't know about on the US, but maybe on the UK. There are definitely, I will say, like couples that, from what I've noticed, couples that get together earlier in the season and then like stick through it through like the whole couple of months or however long they're there, like 8 weeks or whatever. They, I feel like, are the ones that tend to win. Like the couples that are kind of formed like in the second half of the show, they just feel too new, and it doesn't feel like they've been through enough tests. Like not enough bombshells have come in that like tested the relationship, and like you didn't get to know them as much, so they don't typically win. From what I've seen, fair. I feel like it's usually like couples who were either there at like the very start or like came in pretty early on in like the first week or two.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. I feel like I'm just protective. Like I don't
totally
know. I feel like, yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to watch this. So I'll start tonight, and TBD, we'll let you know how I'm liking it.
Yeah, throw it on in the background while you Labubu shop.
I will. So I watched one episode of Ginny and Georgia. That show's been around for a while. I don't watch TV often, and I really, really liked it. It was really good, and that's not a show I want as a background show. That's like you
want to pay attention.
Right. I actually really enjoy it because I like the mom's drama. She's relatable. I think she's my age in the show. And so I find that really relatable. And then I also love like college drama too. I also think that's really fun. Yeah. So it's almost like best of both worlds.
I know I watched that show years ago when it first came out, and I know the second season just came out and I haven't watched it yet. So I don't honestly remember what the show's even about. So I'll have to like go through and watch like a recap. Maybe at the start of the second season, they give you like a recap of what happened in the first.
I'm excited. I think that one's really good. So I think I'm going to keep watching that. And then my background show, when I'm like coloring or doing something, I can watch Love Island. I think that's fun.
It's hard for me. I'm kind of the same way with like a drama. I want to pay attention.
Yes.
But with something like Love Island, I will be like putting my makeup on, making breakfast, like playing on my Steam Deck. Like I will just throw it on as like background noise while I like do Teddy Mail or whatever, you know? Whereas like a serious show, I'd want to like actually be able to pay attention to a little bit more.
Absolutely.
So I feel
like the past week, what I've been doing, I have a playlist on my phone that's migraine music. Oh. And it's literally like spa music. It sounds like a spa and running water, and it's supposed to help your brain.
I was gonna say, does it seem to help?
Calm. I don't know. I'm telling myself it does. But when I'm sewing, I usually will play like migraine music or like have that on in the background.
Do you think? Do you think?
Do I think? No, not usually. Never.
Because like
is there more to that question?
No, it's just think. Do you think?
Do I think what?
Do you just think? Like, do you think?
I'm so
like,
there's more coming, right?
No, there's not. Like,
are you serious?
Like, does your brain think when you're just like?
Oh, always. So that's my other like. it's something I was going to bring up today, actually. My brain never stops.
Yeah.
And it's in a way where it's like,
okay, I'm glad you got what I was saying.
I was like,
I don't know how else to say this.
I don't.
Do you think?
Is your brain active, or like, do you have thoughts going through your head? So do I think? I was like, wait, what? Yes. I'm either like, I'm a daydreamer where it's like, I'm either playing like situations in my head constantly, and I don't know why. I do it all the time where I'm replaying situations in my head, or like future conversations or things I want to talk to someone about, or whatever it could be. There's always something. But then like even at night, so this was last night actually, I am, and I feel like we've talked about it, a very, like I would say an extreme dreamer, where my dreams are ridiculously vivid and long. Like I feel like these are full cinematic movie-like dreams.
Which they feel like they're more than like a movie even. Correct. Like they feel like they're more than like lifetime. 2 hours. Like yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Yes. And I have them very frequently, if not like every night. And
that's wild.
Even last night, I woke up in the middle of one, and it was weird. It was like it started off as me outside of Joe from You, the show You. I was Joeing Joe. I was outside of his house. Okay, this goes back to why I would lose Love Island.
Yeah.
I liked Joe, and I was outside of his house, like watching him.
Yeah.
And that was the start of this wildly long dream. And I actually started writing some of them down, but last night, I woke up to my daughter at 4 a.m. coming in saying, Mama, I peed on the potty. I'm going back to bed now. And I was like, oh my gosh, great. Good like, job. I'm proud of you. Great. She is potty trained. But I was like, okay. And when I woke up, I could not even move. I was like, I could tell I had been in the same position for hours. And I was so stiff. I was so out of it. My head hurt so bad. I don't know if that has to do with my migraines, but like my brain does not stop. So to answer your question, do I think constantly, like literally all the time? I just feel like my brain is always like, there's a voice in my head that's always going. You know what I mean?
No, totally. And mine does the same thing. And here's the thing. I don't know why, but I don't like it. I feel this need, and I don't know if it's like maybe just because like the voice in my head is like a very anxious person and I like get nervous a lot, but like I like, and I think like through worst case scenarios, it's never like when you say daydream, like you said daydream, like I think I like daydream a lot, and I'm like, yes, dude, I feel like I day nightmare.
Do you?
I like am always thinking about like the worst case scenario. Like I just I feel like I'm very, I don't know. And so I'm like, what if this happens? Well, what if this happens? Well, what would I say if this happened? Yeah, well, it's going to be fine because if this happened, then I would do this. And it's I feel like it's a constant like worry. And so I drown myself in stuff. I drown myself in Love Island. I drown myself in podcasts. I drown myself in literally anything. I have to be doing something that keeps my brain from being active. And so even when I fall asleep, like I tried a couple weeks ago, we were at my mom's house and I was trying to fall asleep without a podcast. And I was like, nope, can't do it. I literally laid there and I was like, try to fall asleep without a podcast. And I laid there for probably like 15 minutes and I was like, nope, rolled over, grabbed my headphones. I was like, I can't.
Wild. Yeah. That is absolutely wild to me. I like if I have something I'm worried about, then that's on my mind. Yes. And I get that like panicky, like if so-and-so does this, or if I talk to this person, this is what I'm going to say. And if they get upset, or if if this happens, this is how I'll react. And I do overthink those situations and get nervous there. But a lot of times it's like things I want to happen. It's almost like me playing out situations in my head that like I'm dreaming about. Yeah, exactly. It's odd though. It's very odd. And I looked it up and it's like a thing. Like people have very active imagination sometimes. And I've always thought that like my head's kind of in the clouds. I think about things like and dream about good things happening, but like extreme things. I'm not saying like, oh, I want to like have a good day tomorrow. I'm talking like extreme things. And that's just like where my brain is. Is that like what is that? Alice in Wonderland. Isn't that a thing? Let me look this up. Be. No, I'm talking to something else. I'm not thinking about the right thing. I I'm a daydreamer. I don't know how else to like describe it. I just constantly, and like I could sit in silence while I'm sewing for hours and like be comfortable like in my own head. I can drive without music on, and like a whole hour could pass, and I've played out a whole situation of like something I want to happen in my head, and like time goes by so fast. I don't know what that means. I would love to get a sleep study done. I would love to have my brain looked at.
I think a lot of that just means you're comfortable with yourself. Like you're comfortable with your own thoughts. And
it could be, yeah.
Am not.
Which is totally fair though. It's totally fair. I've always been like more independent. I really enjoy being like with myself and by myself and doing things alone. And it's probably because my brain feels like I'm always talking to myself. I have no idea what that says about me as a person. Okay. When I say that out loud, it sounds a little interesting, but
no,
like,
I think it's a good thing. I think that's important. I think that's
I am just like
healthy.
Aware of myself.
It seems, it seems healthy and like confidence. And I think that's a good thing.
I hope so. I'm creative. I have a wild imagination, and I just know that I always have. And like, that is what it is. And I think I've just learned about who I am and how I think and whatnot. Mm-hmm. That got deep so fast. I don't even know how we got to this topic, but like, yes, I think. Do you think? Yes, I think. Actually, in fact, here's like a whole pamphlet about how much I think.
Yeah.
It's great. So yeah, maybe Love Island will help me think for a little bit.
Love Island is a thing that I use to stop think too.
You know, that's interesting too, because you've always said like Power Wash Simulator, and you always do have like something else on you while doing something else, or like
always.
If we're sitting, we'll always have like a show on in the background, and like one thing, I can't focus on a few different things. It's like I'm going to dive into something. So
it's something to do with the ADHD too. I mean, I diagnosed with ADHD. So like, I think that's a big part of it too, but yeah.
Totally. Everyone is different. And I think that's like a beautiful thing. But it's just interesting, like what people need to fall asleep, how you fall asleep to a podcast. If I listened to a podcast and I was trying to fall asleep, I could never fall asleep. But if I lay down if I lay down and have like a fan on, out in a second. Like I rarely have a hard time falling asleep. I usually pass out immediately when I close my eyes. So it's just interesting how people have such different like scenarios and things going on in their head.
Habits,
but,
yeah,
it is so odd. I don't even know how we got here.
I don't either. But hey,
there is one more thing.
I know. There is one more thing I wanted to chat about before we wrap up today. I wanted the Disney Dreamlight Valley Mysteries of Skull Rock Island came out this week.
It sure did.
I know that we had like a brief little convo about it. You, correct me if I'm wrong, have not been able to play the update yet, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I have a lot to unpack, a lot of Dreamlight Valley updates on my end, technically, because I have been grinding to get into Skull Rock. I still have not. So I'd love to hear from you, like what your experience was playing it when it came out. Mm-hmm. If you want to tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah,
and then
I
have
had fun.
Questions.
I had fun. So I played it yesterday for a few hours. I haven't played a ton of it, but I did play yesterday for a few hours. And I was able to get through like a deeper friendship quest with the Forgotten. And I was able to go into Skull Rock and get Peter Pan out of there and do that whole quest. And then I got out, started the Star Path, and worked on the Star Path. So that's really all I did. And I did like it. I have thoughts just because I'm not, we've said this before. We've said this, I think, for the past couple of weeks. I'm not a massive Peter Pan fan.
Right.
So it's not like a nostalgic thing for me. It wasn't something I was super excited about. I don't know why, but I feel like I've always gotten kind of like, I don't know, like maybe like bratty is a good word, like bratty vibes from like Peter and Tinkerbell.
Yeah. Yes.
And I don't know why. I think it's because I really haven't watched the movie, and I haven't watched any of the Tinkerbell stuff either. I think it's like that thing that I have in my head where it's like, I think Peter scowls a lot. And then
he's stubborn, right?
Yes. And then I know Tinkerbell like crosses her arms and looks mad and gets jealous.
And huffs. Yeah. She's like a little sassy.
So I feel like they both serve a certain level of sass that has always kind of like kept me from like stepping into the universe as much as I probably should have. So I haven't watched it. I did try watching it a couple of weeks ago, and then I got distracted and like went into the kitchen and didn't pay attention at all.
Classic.
So I am interested in maybe watching that and getting to know them a little bit more. But there was that, which was fine. Got Peter in. It was fine. Like the quest to get him in, I had a lot of fun with.
Yeah.
It was like long and it took some time, but it was like a really fun one.
Okay.
And then I started the Star Path.
Did you? Okay.
And I have thoughts on the Star Path.
I was going to ask, one of my questions today was, did you buy the premium Star Path?
I did not.
Okay. I have not either yet.
I bought the Star Path, but not the like more expensive one.
You have to buy it?
So there's like 3 different types of the Star Path that you can do. There's like the free one.
Okay.
Which like you only get access to certain items.
Okay. Yes.
There's the medium tier one where you get access to all of the items. And then there's the top tier one where you get access to all the items. And then to start, they give you 100 tokens. So like it just takes a little bit of like, it's a little less grindy.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay.
So it's like, it like gives you a little bit of a head start with the
I think I
tokens.
did that for Alice, the Alice in Wonderland.
The bigger one?
Yes.
So I typically do that. I bought the Star Path. I bought the like medium one. So I have access to everything. I'll only get everything if I grind for all of those tokens.
Right.
And I did that just because in the last few Star Paths was like, I'm going to get everything. I'm going to get everything. This Star Path, I'm like, I don't love everything. Like I don't even really like anything. I'm not, it's not that I don't like anything. I think there's a few cute things, but mermaids and pirates are not my vibe.
Right.
And that's
it's
okay.
It's very, very piratey, mermaidy. Like
yes.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. And so I think fans of like The Little Mermaid and Pirates of the Caribbean or Peter Pan will probably really like it.
Absolutely.
It's not my vibe, but I bought it anyway because I want to do it. Like, first of all, I want the items because what if I want them one day? Right. You know? I don't want to like miss out on them. Right. So I bought the Star Path. I'm going to go through the Star Path. I really enjoy the tasks. Okay. I really enjoy the like, okay, now do this. Now do this. Like I really enjoy that. So I bought it and I started it yesterday and I got a little ways through it. But
good job.
That's my recap.
I love it. I feel the same way about the Star Path. I haven't bought anything. I have spent a really good chunk of time between today and yesterday playing Dreamlight Valley because I'm trying to get through like the base of Dreamlight Valley, the game itself. Like I have not even like finished that first portion. Yeah, correct. So I'm grinding through that right now so I can get the Forgotten to my little village. So then hopefully I can at some point go into Skull Rock. So given that I'm grinding so hard for the Forgotten Relics quest, which essentially is like get certain villagers to level 10, all villagers were like maybe level 5 for me yesterday. And now I'm on my last one getting up to level 10 right now. I have been working.
What are you doing with all of them?
So every one of them, like I have been doing their task, like whatever task that I have assigned them. And today, for example, Scar is not someone I spent time with, and he was like level 5, and I had to do all of his previous like quests that I never did, which were easy. But in doing all these quests, I'm knocking out stuff for this Star Path. So I'm like kind of doing a really good job on the Star Path because I'm grinding, but it coincides, right? So I have been wandering around with Scar, and anything that he says he wants in his like daily items, loved items, whatever, I'm trying to do. So the way I spent like 2 hours fishing for a fugu in a thunderstorm, I can't catch a staying fugu. And tell me why in all of Dazzle Beach, I got maybe 10 little bubble zones to fish in. No matter how many times I respawned, saved my game, these things would not pop up. No fishing spots. And I was like, is my game broken? Like, is something happening?
Use a fishing potion.
What is that?
So there's like potions you can put on your rod, which will turn fishing spots like gold. I don't know what color you needed for that one. Like, I don't know if it was a blue circle or a gold circle, but yeah, there's like different fishing potions that you can craft that you apply to your rod that then like help you catch certain things.
I'm literally pinching, like I'm doing the mom, like pinch your nose and
Yeah,
like close
the
your
bridge
eyes
of
and
your
rest
nose.
your head
Yeah.
on your hand because I'm so mad at myself. I fished so much. Scar's not even my fishing buddy, but I'm like, I need him to like level up faster here.
Yeah.
So I did not catch a fugu, and I was praying that this thunderstorm wouldn't go away because apparently I needed a thunderstorm to make it happen because he wanted fugu sushi. And I said, what's a fugu? And so I needed to catch a fugu to make his sushi, and it just wasn't happening. But tell me this. So as I'm finishing up the Forgotten Relics and like leveling certain characters up, are some villagers harder to level up than others?
I don't know. I don't think so, but it seems like it.
It so seems like it. And here's why. Merlin, I can give him his little night shard. He always wants one of those. He was level 10 in like a day. Okay. Like Elsa and Anna were very easy. But Alice, for some reason, she's my gardening buddy and I have her at level 8. For the life of me, I've given her today every single one of her favorite presents. And then we farmed over 300 pumpkins, picked, planted, watered, and she barely went up. And I'm like, why?
I think the higher they get, the harder it is. Like level 8's going to take longer than level 7. Level 7's going to take longer than level 6. And you're right. Like I feel like the newer characters do seem like they take longer. I might be wrong. Like it might take longer.
I have no clue. It felt like Merlin's easy. For me, like Mickey Mouse and like the Mickey and Friends characters were easy. The characters you would
get right at the beginning of the game.
Exactly. Right? I'm like, why does this feel so much more difficult now? Like, I don't know. Scar's been decently easy. I think I'm at level 9 with him now, so I need to finish his stuff today. But I'm just going to mine with him and hope I get there because I can't catch this dang fugu fish to give him his fugu sushi. And I'm mad about it. So that would probably get me up a little bit with him. So I don't know. I feel like when I introduce new characters or like bring them in, I'm assigning the villagers a duty to do with me based on how much I like them, right? So I've like kind of categorized it. Scar, he's a mining buddy, which I like mining, but like I don't like him necessarily, so I just need to go mine with him all night. But like for me, my favorite activity is gardening. And so like Alice is my gardening buddy, Elsa, Anna, and people I don't like are digging. Who do you dig with? You know what I mean?
Seriously. Yeah.
Am I like wild? So for me, like gardening is my favorite, then mining, foraging, fishing, then digging. But I've been doing so much fishing, but then it's like I'm walking around with Goofy and I don't want to listen to him huckle. Look at that fit. I don't want to listen to that. Yeah. And Stitch, I don't want to listen to Stitch over and over and over. So I don't know. I kind of messed myself up by doing this because I'm like, I don't want to do this with you.
Yeah, I honestly do everybody gardening buddy and just garden with everybody. Seriously.
But it makes sense because like I want them to level up the fastest. I feel like gardening does it.
Yeah. When I first started the game, I like kind of spread it out evenly and I was like, okay, I should do this. I should do this. I have a couple buddies on this, so I should spread them out here. And then a couple like years ago, like 2 years ago, probably 6 months into playing the game, I go, nope, everybody's going to be gardening now.
That's funny.
And I turned everybody into gardening and then I just garden with people. I just do pumpkins. And so I'm like, well, pumpkins it is.
Interesting.
I will say, so yeah, I just do gardening with everybody. There are books that you can craft that you can give to villagers to change their buddy type.
Oh.
So like if you decide like, dude, I really need to get this person up, but like I am not going to go dig any holes with somebody, you can like give them a book. Like you can craft this like gardening book and give it to them and then they'll turn into a gardening buddy.
Maybe I should do that because like.
Yeah. I'm not saying you should, but like you totally could if you wanted to.
I just have categorized like digging is my least favorite activity in the game. And so any of the characters I really don't like, I mean, it's like Maui, Mirabelle, anyone who I don't care for, those are digging buddies.
Yeah.
Okay. And like Remy's level 5 with me. And I've come to realize he's kind of important. Like I should probably work on him next.
Dude, I love Remy and he's a digging buddy for me too.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
He's too small and I can't find him. He's skittering around everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I promise you, Peter Pan, when I get him, is going to be a digging buddy. Like, I will not be good friends with him. I will say, though, I just got Ariel, and I think my next quest is to get Eric. Eric is going to be a gardening buddy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
at first it was Christoph. Christoph
But
annoys
Eric?
me now. But Eric, he is going to be my new gardening buddy, okay? Let me tell you, he can follow me around my garden any day. So that's going to be my next goal. I'm rambling so hard about this right now.
That's okay.
My main question, so once I finish this forgotten thing, right? Once I finish like the forgotten relics, scars done, everything's done. I think I'll be done after this. What should I do? What should I do after that? Because my last mainline quest, I'm sure something else will open up. My last thing that's listed in my mainline quest is Eternity Isle. Should I go there?
Yeah, so it's up to you. You can go to Eternity Isle, and then there's an entire main storyline quest over there.
Oh, jeez.
So you've got that, or you can decorate and just focus on decorating, or you can focus on doing friendship quests and leveling up all of the friendships, because like I'm sure you're going to have a ton of people who you still have to level up and do their quests. So there's like a bunch of stuff you can do. But yeah, you could do the DLCs.
For sure. Or do I need to go into the castle and finish Doors and Realms?
You can absolutely
would
do
that be
too.
a better use of time, do you think?
It's up to you. It truly is.
I feel like
it may be a better use of time, because if you're missing characters that require you to like gift them for the star path, that might be beneficial for you.
Okay, because I keep seeing things about like Woody and Buzz and having them around.
Yeah,
and
like gifting them
Sully.
stuff happens on the star path, so like you might want to do that.
Right, that's what I'm thinking, and I've been building up so much Dreamlight now because I'm just grinding to get through these. But then I'm like, if I bring more people, that's more friendships I have to worry about. But I've come to realize that the quests in Dreamlight Valley, sure, they are more they're little, but they're easy. And as I play, I have more stuff in storage, and it becomes a lot quicker and easier to handle.
Yes.
So I'm like, do I just try to knock them out super quick? I know I can dwindle the list down if I try. I don't know. There's a lot to do. One of the other questions that factored into it is my daily like gifts for people. A lot of them are flowers I don't have, or like foods I can't make because I don't have access to like a certain thing. Is that in Eternity Isle? Like the space flower or something?
It probably is. Like if you own the DLC, it's probably yes.
So that might be why, because I feel like half my gifts are things I can't get, and I'm like, I don't know what this flytrap flower is, and I can't get it.
Yeah, that's Eternity Isle.
Okay, so maybe I'll see if I can go there. I need to finish the Forgotten thing. I've been having a lot of fun with it though. It's
good.
It's been a fun, like I kind of do like away from keyboard AFK, you know, I do a lot of AFK Dreamlight Valley stuff where I'll plant pumpkins and water them, and then I'll go sew, and I'll watch my computer, and then like I can keep watering them or talking to someone if I see someone, and give gifts super quick. I feel like it's a very user-friendly game, and I've really, really been enjoying playing that lately.
Yeah.
So
something I think you would probably appreciate from this last update were some of the like decorating quality of life updates where you can do angled paths now. You can do angled paths, and they made the grid smaller so you can get like a little bit more detailed and minute with like where things go.
Seriously?
So the grid is smaller, and they gave you the option to do angled paths. Yeah.
Oh, dangerous. Okay, because a lot of the houses, you can angle houses, and it bothered me that you can't do paths. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. Okay, I love that. Yeah. I have not enjoyed decorating as much in that game because the grid does make it hard, and you can't get things close. And I like things looking how it should in real life. Yeah, and so I have a hard time like not being able to place a flower close to a bush. It has to be like 2 spaces away. Right. I'm like, this doesn't look right. I can't do that. I need to make my garden a garden. They have to touch. Yeah. So that is huge. Okay, I'm excited. I think what I'm going to do is focus in on finishing this. I need Scar to be my best friend. I need to get this forgotten onto my little plot, and I need to move forward. I'm not really that excited about Peter. I honestly think I'm more excited to like open doors and work on like Eternity Isle and just see what else is out there, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fun. It's a really fun game. It's almost overwhelming, like how much there is
yeah.
to do and
Yeah.
where to place things and how to decorate and where to put houses.
Yeah,
it's
like
a lot.
Place Peter's house, and it's like I hadn't even thought about that. What do
I
you
have no
mean?
space. Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, where do you want me to put this house? First of all,
Right.
I've got Maui's cave right here. I've got Ariel's castle next to each other. Then I got Stitch, Moana, and Mirabelle literally all piled on top of each other. There is no more real estate space, okay? Like I can't sell more land.
Yeah, right.
They're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
So it's a lot, but
it is good. Once you open Eternity Isle, there's only a couple of villager houses over there, and you can move any of these people over there.
Gorgeous. All my digging buddies will be sent there.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, but they will be. It's been a fun game. I really appreciate the depth that there is to this game, and I think my favorite thing about the game, I'm in a rambly mood. I think my nap is paying off. Like I'm so rambly right now, but I think my favorite part about this game as a whole is when you start hanging out with a new character, how music from their movie plays. It gives me goosebumps every time. Like
it's
when
so sweet.
Like just something sweet starts playing, I start humming, like when Alice plays in the Wonderland song is or bippity boppity boo when I'm with the fairy godmother. I'm like, this is the cutest game in the whole world. It's so sweet. But yeah, so I could go on and on right now. I don't know what's happening in my head, but I'm talking a lot. I'm talking a lot about this.
This is
game.
a podcast, so that's the perfect place to do that. It makes sense.
I just want to play more, okay?
I get it.
I will say I dipped my toes into Palia this week too, but like I struggled with that because there was a lot of quests, and I just feel like Dreamlight Valley, there's more like the fruit of your labor. There's a lot more. You know, it's like you're advancing. And Palia, I don't feel as much advancement when I get a plushie, and that's exciting. I love it, and I can decorate with it. But then I'm like, now what? But this, I feel like connection to the characters, and I feel like a true like
friendship. Yeah.
Yes,
I get it.
like a friendship with these people, and I'm like, Mickey Mouse. Like, I'm not a huge Disney fan, but like, I know you. I know the Little Mermaid. Like, it's sweet, it's fun, and I don't care about Peter Pan, but I'm excited that he has gotten me like really into wanting to play the game this week and enjoying it.
Good.
That's what
I'm glad
to do
too.
Tonight.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I'll do too. I have to hop on and do some Star Path stuff. I have to do some like Star Path gifts, some stuff that like, you know, it was like have a conversation with Mickey twice, and I was only able to do it yesterday, and I haven't done it yet today, so I need to finish that. So I need to go talk to Mickey. So I think that's probably what I'll do too. I still have to go downstairs and cook dinner and
and
wash
you have
my face.
Love Island.
Love Island's on tonight,
okay.
And we have Pop Now drops.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a fun night.
Yeah, so we have a lot. Yeah,
I'm so excited for
a lot
this.
of fun stuff.
I am going to put on Love Island in the background and probably do the same thing. So I'm going to channel my inner Teddy and have like a very Teddy inspired night of Love Island in the background, Dreamlight Valley, questing and stuff.
That
and
sounds
then
like perfection.
Right. And then my
make
phone
yourself
I'll
some
have
like
Pop Now.
I was just gonna say perfect. I was gonna say also make some like popcorn because that would be very me.
Gorgeous. I'll make popcorn and I have a tub of Superman ice cream, so I'll sprinkle a little bit of me in there too.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
A sweet to go with the salt. So I won't hold you back from making your dinner and getting on with your night. That's all I had for you.
That's all I had for you. Today was a long one, but it was a fun one.
It was a fun one. There was a lot to talk. I don't know why.
We got deep. We got fluffy.
You guys really got to learn about us today.
Yeah.
You really got to see inside Teddy and I a little bit. That was kind of fun though. Thank you for listening and for putting up with us and for hearing us talk about those things. We appreciate it. And that's all we've got for you.
That's all we've got, friends. We will see you next week. Until then, bye, Mandi.
Bye.